Actually, the general public generally believed that all the bacteria are pathogens, even especially in the post-COVID era.
Kerala government has declared this recently. We were working on the same microbe for the past 10 years.
Though it's being declared as a state microbiome and its beneficial impact or uses are known to the scientists. Now we have not made them go to the public.
Looking at a microorganism as a state microorganism, that's the first time that any state in India has done that.
Kerala is known for its forests, its rivers, its biodiversity. Its symbols have always been visible: trees, animals, and landscapes. But recently, the state chose something invisible. A bacterium, Bacillus subtilis. At first glance, it may seem symbolic, but beneath that symbolism lies something deeper. Microorganisms shape soil health. They influence agricultural productivity. They drive biotechnology. They quietly sustain ecosystems. So what does it mean for a state to recognize a microbe? Is this simply recognition, or is it a signal about the direction Kerala wishes to take in science, sustainability, and innovation? In this podcast, we bring together voices from the scientific community, academia, and the general public to explore what this declaration truly signifies beyond symbolism, beyond celebration. What responsibility does this moment place on us? And are we ready to think at the microbial scale? Now that we have introduced the idea behind Kerala's state microbe, we are beginning this conversation with the person who was instrumental in making this happen. Dr. Sabu Thomas, the Director of Center of Excellence in Microbiome Research, former faculty scientist and principal investigator at Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology.
Actually, the idea was proposed from the Center of Excellence in Microbiome, a newly initiated center by the government of Kerala. Initially itself, we thought that we should focus on some of the major bacterial forms that will give some kind of information or relevance to the state and to the public. Actually, the general public generally believed that all the bacteria are pathogens, even especially in the post-COVID era. But really, the microbial world may have important beneficial roles in nutrition, immunity, environmental balance, and even in biotechnological innovations. So actually what we thought, one of the beneficial microbe as a state microbe, the people will get a total awareness, and also this will lead to boost our research in the microbiome field, the beginning of this idea. But why we selected or focused on this particular microbe, Bacillus subtilis? As far as the Bacillus subtilis selection is concerned, before that I should say something about the microbes are very ubiquitous and are not unique to any particular area. That means area in the sense of the geographical area. Except certain extremophilic bacteria, some bacteria which lives in the deep ocean or in the polar region or in the Arctic, Antarctic regions. But these microbes usually occur everywhere that is ubiquitous, everywhere in the soil, water, plants, animals, and the human body. Therefore, selecting a state microbe was not intended to highlight the rarity or the endemicity as in plants and animals. In plants and animals, we should select in such a way, but as far as the microbes are concerned, it is not possible. But a microorganism that demonstrates ecological importance, beneficial functions, and strong societal and economic value. This is what this leads us to select this Bacillus subtilis, and moreover, it is a well-studied microbe reported from various sources, even from the state and globally also. These are the gram-positive spore-form bacteria. It is widely regarded as safe and has been extensively studied. Its ability to form highly resistant endospores allows it to settle or survive in any harsh environments, making it valuable in health, agriculture, industry, and even in the environmental applications. It ranks very high across the multiple applied sectors. When we consider one by one, in the health sector, it is used as a probiotic and it supports the microbiota, the gut microbiota modulation, and also the immune enhancement, and it produces the antimicrobial agents. But in the case of in another agricultural field, it is one of the most effective plant growth hormone producing rhizobacteria, supporting our crop productivity. When we are coming to the industry, it serves as a major platform for the enzyme production. In environmental applications, it contributes to biodegradation, composting, biosurfactant production, and even in the wastewater treatment. So by choosing the Bacillus, definitely I believe that this initiative highlights Kerala's commitment to the microbiome science and the bio-based solutions, even for agriculture, health, and the environmental management. Globally, the microbiome research and the industry are coming up. Microbial products are gaining much attention globally. India also has done something for the development of this microbiome industry. But at the same time, Kerala also could emerge as a leading hub for the microbiome research and the probiotic development. Importantly, the concept should move beyond or symbolic recognition and evolve this into active research, innovation, commercialization of the microbial products, and also to develop a microbiome policy in the state. We don't have such a microbiome policy in the state, so our next aim is to draft a policy in the microbiome industry, how it can be regulated, or what are the guidelines required for developing a microbiome-based product, all those things. So I think the declaration should translate into a stronger scientific and societal recognition of the importance of the beneficial microbiome or the beneficial microorganisms. The concept of the state microbe should ideally act as a catalyst across the multiple sectors. In research, not only in research, it can encourage interdisciplinary studies on the microbiomes and the microbial ecology. In the innovation ecosystem, it may stimulate the startups and the young entrepreneurs, those who are coming or focusing on the probiotic development, fertilizers, biofertilizers, bioremediation, and microbial-based health solutions. In agriculture, it could promote definitely the use of beneficial microbes as alternatives to the chemical fertilizers, improving the soil health and the sustainability. And also the policymakers may also consider integrating the microbiome-based approaches to public health to reduce the misuse of the antimicrobial agents. Nowadays, AMR or the antimicrobial resistance is another major concern faced by the scientists or even by the community globally. And in the environmental conservation strategies also, it has definitely it will play a great role. And in addition to that, in the coming future, the educational curricula can incorporate the microbial literacy. And this will help the students to understand the unseen, tiny world of microbes that sustain life and motivate them to become the microbiome ambassadors.
From understanding the vision behind declaring a state microbe, we now move on to its practical and agricultural implications. To examine that dimension, we are joined by Professor Dr. G.M. Nair, President, Kerala Academy of Sciences and Professor at the Central University of Kerala.
So thoughtful of the government of Kerala to declare Bacillus subtilis as the microbe of Kerala, the first state to declare that way. Because of its profound significance, the organism is very unique. It has got profound use in every spheres of human conduct, starting from the gut health, the environmental solutions, its productivity in terms of valuable enzymes and other things, and its probiotic nature. Some of its strains could be used as probiotics. So I think it aligns well with the One Health program of which is being rooted now, wherein it can do a lot many things. A tiny organism could do wonders in every spheres of activity, helping human in combating many of those problems, because it could become an organism which can prevent the growth of the other microbes, including fungus. So I think it was a wise decision because of its profound uses that the government has declared this. And now on, once it is being declared, now we need to unearth, because it becomes a good experimental material for research. It becomes an experimental material for productivity, biotechnological productivity, enzymes, remediating the environment, pesticide detoxification. All this could be done by this small wonder organism. So I think it's an apt decision by the government to declare it as the microbe of Kerala. And with this renewed, because it's a kind of vigor that is being generated among the people of Kerala, the scientists of Kerala, to really look into the beneficiary effect of Bacillus and use it much more productively for the benefit of humankind. Microbes have supported agriculture since ages. So many microorganisms, as you know, that the biofertilizers, phosphate solubilization, and many requirements of the crop plants are being supported by. In addition to the remediation program, they could do. Many of those harmful components within the soil can be degraded by many bacterium, especially Bacillus subtilis. It also has got a great beneficial role because it produces phytohormones, indole acetic acid. That is again a very important growth hormone for plants' growth. I said that it also enhances nutrient uptake, especially phosphate stabilization and uptake. It also said that it improves the root architecture of crops. So when it does, and also that it acts as a biocontrol agent like Fusarium, Rhizoctonia, Alternaria, all these organisms could be controlled using this. In addition to this biofertilizer uses, I'm sure that many, normally, knowingly or unknowingly, Bacillus has been used for improving the soil health. And because it connects, the environment, the human health, and all those things together, it's a chain that is being done. So it's an organism which is making the connectivity, establishing the One Health concept, and its beneficial impact or uses are known to the scientists. Now we have not made them go to the public. The farmers should be educated. You should tell them, because they are still reluctant to use microorganisms. They feel that they all do harm to the system. So maybe that they know that there is some, small organism helping the plant growth. But when we want to promote the use of Bacillus subtilis for agricultural sustainability, I call it as agricultural sustainability, because not just that it improves the plant's growth, but then it also manages many things that is happening within the environmental system, or maybe rhizospheric system of the crops. So I think it's very important that we need to come out small, briefings on this, the beneficial role of this organism, either through social media or probably through the, programs in Akashvani and kind of things. So I think a promotion of its beneficial activities, reaching to the grassroots level, is the need of the hour.
We now move to the industrial and translational side of this discussion. It's especially meaningful for us to hear this perspective from someone close to home, our Dean, Dr. Bipin Nair. As students of Amrita School of Biotechnology, we asked him how this declaration connects to biotechnology, entrepreneurship, and the broader bioeconomy.
Yes, so it was, I think, in the month of January, a couple of months ago, that Kerala became the first state in India to declare a state microbe, Bacillus subtilis, and may have come as a surprise to a lot of people. And what would be the significance of that kind of a declaration? The idea being that when you think of a microorganism, whether it is Bacillus subtilis or Pseudomonas or Acinetobacter or E. coli, you immediately associate that with some kind of an infection, some kind of bacterial contamination. But in this case, Bacillus subtilis, a gram-positive spore-forming organism, has had a significant role in several different areas, including agriculture and the food industry. So selecting Bacillus subtilis as the state microorganism, what Kerala state may have done is suddenly bring that aspect of soil microbiology into the limelight. And so it may have been a useful, it may have been a important decision as far as increasing awareness for the general population who may not have paid attention to. You may think of the lion or the tiger or the peacock or some other animal as a mascot, but looking at a microorganism as a state microorganism, that's the first time that any state in India has done that, and that may have its significance at a later time. Now the Kerala state government has activated a number of processes, including the institutionalization of several such activities. The Institute for Advanced Virology, for example, in Trivandrum, the Center of Excellence for Microbiome Research, and a new Center for Ayurveda also being started up, and then existing institutions or organizations like the Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology have all given the much needed impetus for Kerala state to be active in this area and look at microbiological research as a way to bring into the forefront what you call a knowledge economy, a bioeconomy towards development.
Even if the Kerala government has declared this recently, we were working on the same microbe for the past 10 years. 2016, we have isolated this organism, Bacillus subtilis organism, as an endophyte from marine macroalgae. We have characterized to the kind of microbiological properties as well as biochemical properties of this particular organism. One of my PhD students are working on the bioremediation of heavy metals using this Bacillus subtilis strain for the bioremediation of heavy metals, from water or from any environmental samples or anything. So, which belongs to the heavy metals which like arsenic, mercury, lead, etc. Other than that, it has it produces wonderful, or I would say larger, vast numbers of secretory proteases, which are important for its industrial potential, which includes the trypsin-like proteases also, which we are working on that to isolate them and to purify them. So when government declared this organism as a state microbe, we hope that we can actually utilize this bacteria for its vast potential, that is production of proteases or enzymes or proteins, as well as it can be used in agriculture or environment pollution.
So yes, this opportunity that the Kerala government has provided to us by declaring Bacillus subtilis as the state microbe, I believe that it is more than symbolic. It creates an enormous opportunity for the scientists around here, and it also shows the scientific rigor of the state, where they plan to administer the scientific aspects included in the society. So how do we do this? Like natural products have been a source of inspiration for obtaining different types of aids for humans. It could be pharmaceutical, it could be agriculture, it could be from the food aspects. But again, it's a time for us to revisit the natural products and with a specific focus on microbes. And Kerala government is providing us with an unique opportunity by reminding us, yes, it is important, and let us give due acknowledgement to the microbes who are providing us with umpteen number of different types of pharmaceutical drugs that helps us in different aspects. So this comes as an opportunity to revisit the natural products, especially microbes as mentioned earlier, and we may come up with new opportunities, new research, new products which would help the humanity better. And congratulations to Kerala government for this. Thank you.
As we conclude, declaring Bacillus subtilis as Kerala's state microbe is not the end of the conversation. It's the beginning of one. If this step is to matter, it's now up to us as scientists, institutions and students to turn recognition into results. Thank you for joining us.